Alright guys, Man United have just beaten Brighton by 2 goals to 0, and it's hard to sort of assess United's performance tonight because it was better, but it only got better once Brighton had Lewis Dunk sent off. First half, Brighton were the better side. They definitely had the better chances. The only chance United really had in the first half was when Cristiano Ronaldo actually did quite a good piece of build-up play, producing a nice flick to send Jadon Sancho through on goal, and it wasn't a great finish. But then again, Robert Sanchez did really well to close him down, so it wasn't the easiest of chances. But Brighton had quite a few chances. Jakob Moder had a couple of chances. One of them was an astonishing save from David De Gea, and the other one, Yves Bissouma, should have done a bit better with a side-footed shot from the edge of the box. But other than that, Brighton were just so much better at the first half. And then second half, Brighton were a bit slow getting started for some reason, and Cristiano Ronaldo capitalised on a poor Bissouma pass, to nobody. To nobody it was the pass, to be honest. He took a couple of touches and almost took the shot unexpectedly. He hit it with very little backlift, got such power on it, and put it into the corner of the net. Really good strike from Ronaldo. And that's his first goal of the year. This has got to be some sort of record on how long it's taken Ronaldo to score a goal in a calendar year, and we're only 6 weeks into the year, midway through February. But yeah, he definitely had a better game tonight, Ronaldo, than I've seen him play lately. He was a lot more involved in it, definitely. He linked up with Bruno Fernandes quite well at times as well. And speaking of which, as soon as the goal was scored, Brighton were just knocking it around the back. Lewis Dunk takes far too long on the ball. Anthony Elanga nips in, takes the ball off him, and Dunk fouls him. Now, my first instinct when watching it was Dunk's in trouble here. But having seen the replay, to me, I don't think Elanga's getting to the ball. I think Adam Webster probably gets there just before Elanga, because it's been knocked a bit far away. So it isn't really quite last man. I think Brighton have a case to be a bit annoyed at that decision. I don't think it was the most ridiculous decision to give a red card of all time. It was it could have gone either way. I personally would have given a yellow. I just think Adam Webster probably just about gets back in time to stop Elanga from getting a shot off. So for me, that was a bit harsh. But from then on, you expect United to sort of dominate and find this quite easy now. And they didn't. They didn't completely dominate it. They had moments where it looked quite easy, but then Brighton also had moments in attack where they looked a lot better. I think as soon as Brighton brought Tariq Lamptey on, I think United then all of a sudden decided, right, we're going to try and defend what we've got here. And he always causes problems, Tariq Lamptey, because when he comes off the bench with half an hour to go and he's got the speed he has, and he's one of these players who is he's the opposite of deceptively quick. He's ridiculously quick, but he looks ridiculously quick as well, because he's tiny. He's only like 5'6", and it's just funny watching him play. To be honest, he's one of my favourite players to watch in the Premier League at the moment. It's just when he picks up the ball, he can have his back to a player, and he can do this one thing where he does a body feint, steps one side and then turns the other, and all of a sudden he's running through everybody. Because as soon as he gets some momentum, he's hard to stop. As Luke Shaw found out, he had to foul him and take a yellow card at one point. Yeah, he definitely made a difference in terms of how United approached the second half. Welbeck had a really good chance for Brighton to equalise when he came off the bench right at the end. Just before that, Jakob Moder hit the bar from an excellent attempt on another night that goes in the top corner. No one expected him to shoot from where he was. He was on the left-hand side, at least probably 30 yards away from goal. And he hit the bar. He was quite unlucky with that. But yeah, Brighton played quite well considering they only had 10 men on the pitch. But the problem Brighton have is they're such a good side with their build-up play and how they pass the ball around in attack. They're brilliant, but they just don't have a clinical finisher in their team. And if they did, if they could take if their conversion rate of chances was as good as pretty much the standard Premier League team, say, if they were as good at taking chances as, I don't know, Liverpool, well, that's a bad example because Liverpool and Man City, they're the best in the league, but if they were as good as Aston Villa or, I don't know, Tottenham, they could be one of they could easily be in a European spot because the amount of chances they create is ridiculous. They should be scoring 2 or 3 most games, but they don't. But then again, obviously people, if someone says that, people are going to look at, okay, is Neal Maupay good enough? Well, the problem there is Neal Maupay is a massive part in how they create the chances because he's very good at, linking up with the players around him. But they need to sort of find a player who gets into positions where they do shoot and is obviously good at shooting and contributes to the team in terms of this quick tiki-taka style that they sort of choose to play. But yeah, United, I'm not sure how much you can go off this performance tonight. It was better in terms of how Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo were a lot more involved than usual. Sancho was quite quiet by his early first half chance. Pogba looked all right when he came on as well. And I think the most important thing is there weren't many errors defensively tonight. There were very few moments where they looked that at risk, whereas there was one shaky moment for Brighton. Robert Sanchez gave the ball to Ronaldo. Ronaldo surprisingly chose to square it to Bruno Fernandes, but Fernandes took a poor touch and sort of he limited himself to where he could strike the ball. He had to go for the near post because of the poor touch. But yeah, it was a good game to watch. Ronaldo possibly could have had a hat-trick because he did miss a couple of headed chances that you'd usually expect him to score. But yeah, it was a good game to watch. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.